Crazy Eights. The softball MCT final features a little bit of both. And in baseball, it was the 9th such meeting between Notre Dame and Steinert, but 8 was again the number of the night. I'm Mark Fontes with sports. In the late 90s, when the Tennessee Titans first moved into Adelphia Coliseum, now known as LP Field, they won their first 13 home games, spanning almost 2 seasons. They did not lose at all there until November of 2000, when the Baltimore Ravens came to town and won by 1 point. 2 months later, the Ravens returned to Nashville and won only the second such game there by a visitor, 24-10, in the AFC Divisional Playoffs. Well, our local Ravens of Robbinsville softball have been playing their counterparts from Allentown since early in grade school, and the Redbirds' first ever win against the ladies of Arville came just this month, a 3-2 regular season squeaker down in A-Town on May 2nd. Thursday, the two met in their second straight MCT title game, and the Redbirds proved that beating a team once does give you the mentality to be able at least to do it again.
The Redbirds rolling through this Mercer County tournament. 15 days earlier against the Ravens, they got just enough hits off pitcher Lauren Fisher to beat her for the first time. Yet to take this MCT, they'd need to do that a second time. Bottom of the first, Christine Levering of the Ravens on at third. Fish at the plate, hits this on the ground. Jess Macaluso to first on the fielder's choice while Levering scores. Ravens go up 1-0. Top two, Macaluso after a base hit on its second. Erica Nugent at the plate facing Fish. Nugent belts this through to right field for a base hit. Macaluso hustles around and comes in to tie the game. Now this contest looked like it'd be one of those Raven Redbird classics until the top of the fourth. Allentown bases loaded, Maddie Brunk on at third. Nugent up again, hits that right to Christine Levering, who tries to gun Brunk down at the plate, but the throw not in time, so A-Town with their first lead. Jane Menard was next. She hits it to Levering, who throws to Carrie Kern at first for the force, but mind you, another run comes in, so now 3-1 Redbirds. Brianna Smith, the next to come to the plate, swings and drills this deep to left center. Erin Wojton, we have seen her make that play countless times, just not able to hold onto the ball there. 2 runs come in, Nugent and Macaluso. Redbirds now up by 4. The Raven players come together to try and calm themselves down. They would allow one more run, though, before this inning was up, so 6-1 after 3.5. Later, another bases-loaded jam for Fish. It's Erin Drennan at the plate for Allentown. Another infield grounder, another RBI. They would get Drennan at first, but Robbinsville now in a deep hole. Macaluso is next. She hits a comebacker to Fish. This time, her and Becca Freeman do get Brunk at the plate. They would not quite make it a double play, yet they did get out of that inning without further damage. It's not like the Ravens didn't hit. They put plenty of base runners on. The problem was pushing runs across. This is hit right back to Haley Peterson on the mound. She throws home where it's a force. In the Redbirds' half of the 6th, Smith on at third for Brunk, having a blistering MCT, hits that to left. Smith will gingerly come on home. Players in the Redbird dugout, their excitement slowly starting to build. Bottom 7, Fish with one last chance to stay alive, pops it up to center field. Brunk makes the catch, and the Allentown Redbirds, against all odds, come into the Mercer County tournament finale and breeze past their arch rivals from Robbinsville 8-1. For the Ravens, a defeat the dimensions of which they had never experienced, a rout from which little honor could be salvaged, yet they now set their sights on state play. After the game, the MVP winner, Maddie Brunk. She had an especially fruitful semifinal game against West Windsor North. She stopped by to talk to us after.
It feels amazing. In my 3 years that I've been here, we've never won it. So it's my first time, so it feels great. The first game where they won against us, we weren't mentally prepared. And the second game, we did come prepared and won. And then this one, I don't even know.
It's really awesome to win it, especially against a great team. Lauren Fisher's an amazing pitcher, so it feels good to win. And I've been in it twice before that we lost, so it feels really good for my last year to win it.
It was also the last year for many Notre Dame and Steinert baseball greats, captains and coaches meeting at home plate before the game. Like with softball, the 2 regular season meetings between these clubs split 1 apiece. My thanks also to Steinert senior Matt Kalakaitis, a former WZBN intern who shot the majority of this game, which had its liveliest moments in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Marshall Harden, recently back from injury, hits this to right and it drops in. Jeff Mattinelli comes in to get the Spartans on the board. High fives all around from teammates who were pumped up about this game. A little bit later, Eddie Ashley up with runners on, drives this one to left. It gets back to the wall. Extra bases, also extra runs. Steinert takes a 3-0 lead with that, and the Spartans were just getting warmed up. Runners on 2nd and 3rd for James Locklear moments later. He lifts it high in the air to center field. It is caught. Karsten Robb tagging at third comes home. 4-0 Spartans, and what would any Steinert rally be without a contribution from Brock Podgorski? He belts this one to left. It brings in Eddie Ashley. Steinert goes up 5-0 after 2 innings of play. This game shaping up much like the April 18th affair where Steinert went ahead 6-0 early. The Irish would get their good breaks, though. Robb, starting on the mound for the men in green, ran into some problems in the top of the 3rd, loaded the bases, then walked Cody Billings. Irish got their first run because of that. Top of the fourth, Robb still on the hill. Drew Sika at the plate with a runner on third. Sika belts this to left. That drives in another. 5-2 now. Some Irish fans start celebrating. What they couldn't have expected, though, is how solid a relief effort Chris Geraci turned in. He got the job done there. But don't worry about Robb. He was on base again later when Eddie Ashley pounded another extra base hit. He's waved around to come in and put more insurance runs on the board. Long story short, this game was 7-2 in favor of Steinert after 4 innings of play. In the bottom of the 6th, Adam Reese would hit a solo homer. Top 7, Notre Dame's last chance. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and the Steinert Spartans win the 2012 Mercer County Baseball Tournament. Their 15th overall and 5th against arch-rival Notre Dame. A team that lost only 2 CVC games back-to-back really did not miss a beat all year besides that. After the game, the championship trophy presented to the Spartans, their fans taking it all in along with them. The MVP this year, Chris Geraci. Only 2 innings of work on the hill, but his throws began the process of shutting down the Irish.
It's the best feeling, especially for all the seniors, because last year and the year before, like the 3-year seniors, it's been tough, but this year finally got it and it feels good.
We took every game real hard. We played hard every game, and we came out on top. That's how it should be.
We get redemption, and third time we play them, it's a great feeling, a great win for the whole team.
Everybody had a lot of energy throughout the whole game. We came out strong and finished strong, so I think that was the most important thing for us.
It's a hard-fought game. I knew they were going to play well, and I can't say anything more for our team, our pitchers, everybody. It was just incredible.
And finally, Team of the Day is brought to you by Prior NAMI Business Systems. With the finest names in office products like Brother, Canon, Konica Minolta, and Muratech, Prior NAMI is your business solutions headquarters. Steinert baseball remains on a roll as they head into state play. Their 8-2 triumph over their arch rivals is the 15th MCT crown for the school in baseball. Notre Dame has 6. No one else, though, has more than 2. The Spartans begin state play at home next week. Well, that's sports for Friday and for the week. In a moment, Mercer County Close-Up.